Been surviving in Atlanta for love.
Don't use dating apps in Atlanta. It's a
Why?
bad idea. The last time I did, I used Bumble. Okay. And can I just say his name? KP.
Who the hell is that? I don't know.
We went out a couple times. He's checking in on me on Mother's Day, telling my mother Happy Mother's Day.
Yo, mom.
My mom.
You don't have a kid, do you?
No, no kids.
Oh,
He was telling my mother Happy Mother's Day.
how long was y'all talking at that point?
It was a couple months.
That's still love bombing, but okay.
Talk that tea.
Fast forward, I'm asking, hey, are we gonna hang out at your place, whatever? He's like, yeah, but you have to be okay meeting my girlfriend. And you know, I disclosed my HIV status to everybody, so he already knew that, right? He's never said it bothered him or anything. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I was
Because
like,
you equals you,
yeah, exactly.
and that's on period.
Okay, undetectable. Get your status. So he had money. Okay, he used to play basketball. He traveled around to different places. So he said he had girls in different states where he stopped and stuff. So I just had to be cool with meeting his girlfriend in this state.
Okay. So, did she know about you?
He said all the girls know about each other, but he said I was crazy for thinking anything else more romantic because he said he could never date someone with HIV.
To show y'all why we need to move out of America. Look at this. They're selling lion chops. They're taking exotic animals and cutting them up and putting them in our local grocery stores.
Oh my goodness, that was a lot. I don't even know where to start with this video. That was a lot to unpack. But let me start by saying this. Black men, if you live in Atlanta, get up out of there. If you're thinking about moving to Atlanta, don't even go down there, bro. Listen, black men, I talk about this all the time. Go watch my older videos. I let black men know the truth about Atlanta. I let just black people in general know the truth about Atlanta. But black men, I really want you to understand the truth about Atlanta. Again, a lot of people they fall for the whole black Hollywood. It's lit, it's turned, oh, this, that, and the third. Listen, please do not be fooled by Atlanta. I would tell anybody, listen, right now, if you moved to Atlanta in the last 5 years, you missed out. Like if you didn't move to Atlanta in like 2010, 2011, 2012, maybe even earlier, if you're like a Gen X person, you moved there in 2005, 2008, or just the South in general. You know what I'm saying? Like for older people, you're in your 40s and your 30s, I'm sorry, your 40s and 50s and 60s. If you didn't move down south like early 2000s, early 2010s, you missed out. And for the young people right now, again, you're focused on, oh, I'm trying to be a rapper. Oh, I want to be the next model, the next big stripper, or you wanna have the nightlife and everything. That's so idiotic. You're moving somewhere for a nightlife. Come the fuck on. But that's black women for you. Now, I guess I'll start with the second video. You have the black chick talking about having a boyfriend. I'm sorry, no. She was seeing a guy, but that guy had multiple girlfriends in different states. He was a basketball player, and she had HIV. Well, she has HIV. Her status is undetected, which means it's untransmittable. Um, First of all, you guys need to understand if you are planning on moving to Atlanta as a black man, you find this video and you are living in Atlanta and you just don't know. Listen, Atlanta has a very, very high HIV problem. Now, that same reporter who was interviewing that girl, listen, it's because of guys like him. And I'm not saying him in general, but guys of his sexuality. That's the problem with Atlanta, man. And Atlanta isn't, well, I'm sorry, well, Atlanta hasn't wait, I'm sorry, I'm jacking it up. Atlanta has always had the stigma around it of these type of guys, man. You know what I'm saying? These GAY type of guys, man. And I guess back in 25 years ago, 30 years ago, however long it was, but anyways, Atlanta is a city where listen, degeneracy is at an all-time high. It is the new Sodom and Gomorrah. And I want to let you guys know that, man. Listen, you're gonna if you are down there, you will bump into attractive black women, but you have to ask yourself, first of all, what kind of men are these black women interested into? And what's funny is I tell guys all the time, you know, that same chick dating that guy, listen, she was willing to keep dating him knowing that he had a girlfriend in the state of Georgia and he had different girlfriends throughout the country. You know what I'm saying? So because he was a basketball player, because he had money, she was willing to stay around, and she thought something like serious was gonna transpire from them being together, but because of her status, which is still crazy to me, but um I've been told there are stuff out there like prep. And it's funny, when I was living in Atlanta, I had a girl tell me about it, man. She was a bartender, selling pussy on the side, and she the one who told me about prep, right? Apparently, prep allows you to have sex with people who have HIV, or I think if you're the one who has it, you can't pass it along. It's either or, vice versa. You know, it might work both ways, but I'm not going to get on some kind of medication or whatever prep is just so I can have sex with a person who is HIV positive. I mean, even if it is in the undetectable phase where you can't transmit it, it's like, what? But that's what the girls down there are doing. And not only that, those girls are catching HIV from those same men, like the reporter. Like that's what people don't understand. I made a video months ago. You can go find it on my channel. I forgot what I titled it, but between Miami, Atlanta, and DC, they have the highest HIV problem. Now, DC and Atlanta are big with HIV because of the homosexual men, but then those same women from those cities hooking up with those homosexual men. Listen, we already know females go down to Miami for spring break 2, 3 times a year, and forget spring break. They just go to Miami because it's hot outside. So they go to Miami for spring break. They go to Miami for summertime, and they might go to Miami one more time before the summer is over. So again, and the videos of what's go down on in spring break is crazy, dude. Again, when I was in high school, I took a trip down to Miami for spring break. Me and my mans. And listen, things was wild. We saw some stuff, and it was one summer where I didn't go. I'm sorry, it was one spring break where I didn't go, and the girl I was dating at the time in high school got smashed on camera. So I'm like, yo, you feel me? Like I know what time it is when black women go down to Miami for spring break or just in general. You know what I'm saying? So again, you guys with this HIV and these STDs, listen, be careful. That's all I'm saying to you is just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because black women, listen, of all racial groups, right? When you look at every category of STD, whether you can get rid of it or you can't get rid of it, when you look at all of the groups, black women rank number one. Black women have the most syphilis, the most chlamydia, the most. I mean, and then again, the black population, it is smaller than white people. You know what I'm saying? But black women, they just are very irresponsible with their pussy. And again, because they search out Tyrone, like it. Tyrone has access to multiple women within the community. Black men of all races of men are the most reckless when it comes to sex because these guys feel like, bro, I gotta feel it. I'm not using no condom, bro. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. It's like once you understand these facts, listen, I tell black men don't even have sex with black women, but if you really want to, you feel like you really got to, you feel like, man, I cannot pass up this pussy, my nigga, at least wear a condom. A condom is not foolproof, but damn, like some kind of protect. Like you guys know the facts are out here. I lived in Atlanta for a couple years, and I lived not too far from the CDC center. Don't you think it's a reason why the CDC center is in Atlanta, my nigga? Come on. And again, every STD possible, black women rank the highest in every category. 50% of black women have herpes, HSV too. So that means out of the 100%, dude, you're literally taking a chance by smashing a black joint. And I guess maybe if you live in a city where these stats aren't booming like that, all right, cool. But for you guys who are trying to move to Atlanta, or you already in Atlanta and you having sex with black women, you pretty much you're getting scraps because Tyrone gets all the action. Tyrone, who's fresh out of prison, right, been having sex with men in prison, whether he was the dominant person or the submissive one in that role, or he's on the street having sex with transformers. That's another problem in Atlanta, right? He's down low. I seen that as well. Like it's the Tyrone pretty boy type of dudes, and he's down low. Like it's I don't know, but again, that city is it's disgusting, bro. AIDS all over the place, HIV all over the place, herpes all over the place, man. Chlamydia all over the place. And again, I worked at a clinic. I worked security at a clinic before. So I saw how many people come into a clinic and get tested on a regular basis. The majority of people are women, men. We as black men, we need to do better. Go to the doctor and get checked up. Most times, most black men never ended up in the clinic without the female present. You know what I'm saying? But again, I saw how many times where, and it was a clear indicator, like a very clear indicator that if you're walking out with this bag, that means you have something. You tested positive for something. And that just goes to show, well, listen, how many women in Atlanta are burning? Like, you guys are risking your life down there, but man, again, go ahead. Go ahead, black men. You know what I'm saying? And going back to the first part, right? The first part of the video was downtown Atlanta, and I guess they're at some club or lounge or bar, whatever it might possibly be, called Utopia, and you just see all of these people, you know, congregating in one small area. And I'm like, man, people might look at that kind of stuff and see like, oh man, that's so lit. Oh man, it's turned. You know, I think when black men, when we look at that kind of stuff, we're not thinking, oh man, that's lit. Oh man, that's turned. Again, the club, the bar. I mean, most people waste their time and money going to the club and bar. You're not making connections. You're definitely not bringing no girl back home. You're barely getting any phone numbers, man. You just wasted your money on a new outfit, getting your car clean, gas in the car and stuff like that, man. Hoping to bring a chick back home, and you didn't bring nothing back home. Matter of fact, you got a phone number, but you hit the phone number up and shorty don't even respond back to you. So most people waste their time, but I have realized this, right? None of that stuff stops black women from going down to Atlanta. Black women are flocking to Atlanta. Black men, that means you need to flee Atlanta. When I moved down to Atlanta, right, for college, I realized something real quick, right? It was a shift. First of all, of course, is a higher influx of black people, but I realized that black women, it's like, how do I explain it? Black women on a mental level, they just became a different species of women. Again, I moved from the north to the south, and one thing I kind of caught on to with the black women who are even moving from the north to the south. Again, I went down there for college. I met women from the west coast, from the northeast as well, and from the south at these colleges, right? But I realized that black women, they were being indoctrinated. That's the word I'm looking for. Like, the hatred for men, it wasn't there yet. Like, I can speak about that as a teenager. The hatred for men wasn't there yet, but I want to say by my sophomore year or my junior year of college, the indoctrination was full fledged, dude. It was in effect by that point. And what I found out was that, especially the girls who are going to Spelman, there are classes where they're talking to the girls about, you know, like how to compete against men in society, and verbatim they're telling these women that men are your competition, men are practically your enemy. And is it the white man they're talking about? No, Is it the Asian man they're talking about? No. Is it the Hispanic man they're talking about? No. They're talking about you, black man. You are the enemy. And see, the funny thing about Atlanta, right? I've had this conversation with black men from Boston all the way down to Maryland. I've had a conversation with black men on the West Coast, right? San Diego, LA, Vegas, Phoenix, San Francisco, Seattle. One thing that black men have noticed, right? At least older black men, right? Older black men. Atlanta is for black women. They have too much damn control down there. Black men, if you go down there, man, listen, your life will be in the hands of a black woman. She is your HR. She is your manager. She is your supervisor. She is your assistant CEO. She's the president of the company. She's the property manager. Oh my, listen, dude. There was a point in time before I left where I felt so entrapped, and not only entrapped, after a while dealing with it, dude, you just kind of like bow down to it because you realize it's no turning away from it. You can't get away from it down there, dude. Black women control your life, dude. Like that is one city where black women have ultimate reign. Even for a point in time, I was down there when what's that mayor name? I think it was Keisha Lance Bottoms, or if I'm saying it right, I was down there when she was the mayor. You know what I'm saying? I was still there when Kamala Harris lost, and black women were upset. You feel me? I even had black women tell me, listen, if Kamala Harris would have became president, black women were going to go crazy. They're already at the bottom now. How much worse can they get? But we would have found out if Kamala Harris became president. And I just want to let black men know, listen, dude, that's not the place you want to go. Jobs down there are scarce. As a black man, if you are looking for a job in Atlanta, especially a job that's actually paying you some real money, maybe you don't work in well, I'm sorry, maybe you're a bit above like the I don't want to call it mediocre, but just the low end jobs where you don't really have much upward mobility, right? Let's say you do have a trade, a skill, you work in corporate, or corporate jobs down there in Atlanta specifically. Um, yeah, your HR will be a black woman. Your team leader probably will be a black woman. It will be multiple black women on your team, and you know, I mean, just good luck. It depends on what industry you go into, but man, listen, all I'm saying is black women, they control a lot, and they really do. Like they control a lot. You will see how, man, your life is pretty much within their hands. And even when me personally, right, when I had my own apartment, listen, the black woman who was working in the front office for the apartment, she ended up moving next door to me in the unit beside me and making my life hell. I'm like, dude, I couldn't understand it. Like my HR was crap. My leasing manager was crap. I can't date nobody. That shit was crap. I'm like, dude, even when I was, you know, comfortable, I found solitude within my. I'm sorry, I found peace within my solitude. They would still seek me out to disrupt my peace, and I'm like, God damn, it's insane, bro. It's really insane. And again, black women, and let me talk about this too, right? I've also had conversations with black women who are in the Northeast, in the West Coast, Midwest, and I always tell people, I stayed in Atlanta for a little bit, and they always ask me about Atlanta and the women, right? Specifically the women. They always talk about, oh man, Atlanta, that's the place to be. Atlanta's lit. And they'll say how, being here in Chicago is boring. Being here in New York is boring. Being here in California is boring. Being here in Vegas or Seattle is boring. I'm thinking to myself, boring how? Boring, like what about it is boring? And see, when you ask them how is it boring, what makes it boring, they really can't elaborate. And you have to really dig it out of them because they can't really tell on themselves like that. That's part of the code. But once you dig it out of them, they pretty much bring it up to nightlife. And that's why I showed this first clip in the beginning, right? About the downtown Atlanta, because when black women look at Atlanta, this is what's attracting them to Atlanta. That's why I say, as a black man, when you look at this, man, you're not seeing this and saying, oh man, that look lit, man. Oh man, that looks so much fun. As a black man, for real, you're gonna only go to Atlanta if you want to be a rapper, if you want to be like an actor or something, or like a content creator, man. You're not going down to Atlanta to start your career. You're not going down to Atlanta to, I mean, maybe some entrepreneurship. I'm not gonna sit here and deny entrepreneurship down there. You can get something popping. It's just about, you know, a lot of people will try to shortstop you, and the fact that you're dealing with black people, they always want deals. You know what I'm saying? You could be coming through with the best deal possible where you still can make a little bit of profit, you know what I'm saying, continue to invest into your business and keep up with the gear or the tools or just marketing to keep the business flowing. And again, you have people trying to shortstop you. You got people trying to ask you for a deal on top of the deal, damn near free. I'm like, come on, dude. This isn't buy one get one free, or buy two get one half off. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And again, when it comes to just being down there, bro, again, black women, what's attracting them down there is the fact that single motherhood is off the chain, dude. You will never meet so many single moms in a city like Atlanta, bro. Like that. If anything, it seems like single moms are widely available to you. Like the bad options in Atlanta are hyper available. All them chicks, listen, again, the videos you see these chicks going out to the club, going out to these bars, these lounges, like these are all of the bad options in Atlanta. Do it. In my city, again, I talk about black women all the time in my videos. Am I saying that every single black woman is the worst one? It's just I don't know every single black woman. Let me say that, right? So yes, I do generalize them, but it's for the simple fact that within the group, the bad options are hyper available. So the chances of you running into a good option, bro, it's like 1 out of 10. If I had to pick any place that doesn't have good black women available, it will be Atlanta. And it doesn't matter if you look within the city or within the metro area, you're not going to find that, dude. Maybe if you drive 2 to 3 miles outside of Atlanta, you might find a chick somewhere in like North Georgia or South Georgia or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Closer to Florida or something, like in the middle of fucking nowhere. Town population 10,000, like. And I'm telling you, those kind of towns, dude, you're not gonna survive in those kind of towns. You can't pack up and move to those kind of towns as a black man because everybody knows everybody, and the job market is scarce. You're not gonna really, no, don't do it to yourself. But yeah, dude, if any of the quote unquote good black women do exist, they don't exist on the East Coast or the South. Maybe somewhere in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Possibly like Kansas or something. I don't know, Wichita, Kansas, or maybe like Oklahoma or something. I don't know, but yeah, dude. And again, for that last video at the end with the stupid bitch talking about some loin chops, my nigga, loin chops, my nigga. Come on, bro, you got to be bugging right now. You shitting me? And again, that's what's available to you down in Atlanta, dude. Or really anywhere, dude. Because when you see black women getting pregnant by these guys, I made that one video a while ago talking about the IQ of black people. Again, go on Google for yourself. Type it in. What is the IQ of black people? It says 85. Now, if you got dumbass women like that reproducing with Tyrone, because again, she has a face tat and a neck tat, I can guarantee you with every dollar in my pocket, I can guarantee you with every opportunity that I have coming forward in my life. Listen, she only fucks with Tyrone. She is not looking for a educated brother. She's not looking for a studious brother. She's not looking for a guy. Listen, you don't even got to be the most educated or studious, man. You're just a hardworking guy with a trade and a skill. She's not looking for you. That same chick is looking for gun-toting, stereotypical, uh, nigga swag, pants sagging, tattoo covered up nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who she's looking for. And people like that, like the majority of black women who do reproduce, I'm not gonna say all of them are stupid, but a lot of them are like slow. Like I've been in certain places, dude, where I'm seeing black women who reproduce, and I'm like, damn, this is what guys are reproducing with. You niggas be so desperate to fuck black men, that is right. You guys be so desperate to fuck something and unprotected at that. You busting in a 2 out of 10. You busting in a bitch that you know for a fact was in special education classes. Jesus, black man. No wonder why our stats are so bad. You know what I'm saying? You got black men who don't have no discipline, and dudes, like you guys are, you feel me? And like I said, the women you see down there in Atlanta with the children, dude, again, it's baby mama central. Like like when women become baby moms, if they're not already from Atlanta, dude, I'm telling you, they flock to Atlanta. That is good. Listen, I haven't figured that part out yet, but I've noticed the trend behind it. Again, I went down to Atlanta when I turned 18. And from the day I turned 18 and I stepped foot out there, I was meeting single moms. Like one of the first chicks who I had interest in was a single mom. And listen, she was from Cleveland. That was, to this day, she is still like top 5 finest woman I've ever met. And that was years ago, bro. But single mom. And she had like a newborn, or I said like a 1-year old, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. But it's a trend, dude. Like single moms, they congregate, they flock to Atlanta. Like I don't know what drives women to Atlanta. Again, it just might be the fact that they have the opportunity. And again, as a black man, the fact that they have more opportunity, the fact that they have more opportunity than you in that city goes to show why you shouldn't go down to that city, bro. The only men, I promise you, the only men who talk about having fun in Atlanta is lit, are Tyrone's and Tricks, or a combination of the two. Tyrone, who is a trick. Tyrone is having sex with he's having sex with transformers, gay men. He's serving prison sentences. He's coming out having sex with black women. And then you got the tricks down there who, okay, these are straight guys. He knows that Tyrone is fucking all the females, because one thing about the females, if you are a straight single man in Atlanta, the females automatically assume you're gay. Automatically. And again, because of the Tyrone stats you don't have, like that's why you're not picked. You know what I'm saying? Like they really I talked about it before, but they really hyperfixate on genetics in Atlanta, man. It's crazy how they hyperfixate on that kind of stuff. And the women, they know, bro. That's why I'm saying black women, they just fucking know what they're doing, dude. This is why I'm saying they're a bad option, because I've had young and older women talk about it. How these Tyrone types, they don't date these guys. They don't marry these guys. They don't commit to these guys in any kind of way, or she'll be with him long enough just to get a kid out this guy. She becomes a single mom. The black women within the city, the community, they champion her. Oh, you're a single mom, go girl. Go and get you that degree, man. Go and get you that nice big house. And I'm like, all right. Again, they champion that foolishness, right? But then they turn around and look for the guy who is preferably single. They'd rather be with a single man who doesn't have kids, but he has resources, right? They'd rather be with that man and make him be a stepdad. What? That's what I'm saying. That city is so strange, dude. And again, if you're not Tyrone, I'm telling you, you're not gonna like it down there, dude. Those women, they find, and it's funny, black women, they find reasons to not mess with you. Like it's insane. I could really go into it, but nah. I think I ranted enough for this video. Anyways, black men, yeah, keep doing what you want to do. Again, as far as for Atlanta, dude, black men, if you're down there, flee Atlanta because that's one city where your location locked for real. And again, black women, they flock to Atlanta. So black men, again, they already say that the stats is 16-1, 16 women to one black man, and half of the black men down there are homosexual. So 16 women to 0.5 black men, and out that 0.5 black men who are straight, um, the women aren't checking for you. I mean, they might check for you, but I realize this, right? You don't really get good deals down there. And what I mean by that is okay, as a 25-year-old dude, most of the women who are like around your age, 24, 23, 22, they're looking for older men like 30, 31, 32. So I mean, as a 25-year-old, you have a better chance with women who are like 32, 33, 40, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just strange. But anyways, um, black men, I would say, whew, again, pack your bags, get your money right, get your passport, and yeah, man, just put in that work. I'm out. Peace.